My first guest tonight is an Emmy Award-winning actor. You can see him in his latest one-man show, Sexaholics, A Love Story, this Saturday night on HBO. Please welcome John Leguizamo. That's a major electric boogaloo you got going on
That's
there.
old school, man.
That's 1987 Shabadoo shrimp.
Shabadoo, poppin', lockin'. I don't have time. I don't have that much in my life going that I know how to dance. That's what happens.
Right. No, are you? I mean, you seem like you know how to move. You seem like you know how to dance.
Well, I've been going to clubs and watching all the different ethnic groups do their thing. And I was watching old school doing their thing. Watching little old white school.
Right.
Little Puerto Rican school.
That's Puerto Rican right there?
Yeah. Dominican school is really important because that was all about... Now you go.
Oh, me, yeah.
It's your turn.
I don't think my ass moves at all. I think it's pretty much locked in one position.
So move the whole torso.
The whole torso. No, I can do the strength. I can do this, but I don't know if I can do that thing where you're just pointing it at people. Apparently I can.
Apparently you can. You got a whole new sector of female fans now.
I didn't know. That was something, yeah.
Shake the booty. Groove the booty.
Groove the booty?
Groove the booty.
I've heard shake the booty, but not groove the booty.
I just made it up.
Oh, very nice.
I'm quick that way.
That's going to catch on, or not.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Now, this Sexaholics show, congratulations. It's getting amazing reviews. People really love the show.
Unbelievable, huh? I just got kids, and I have everything but a life, of course. And so I wrote the show so I could get the hell out the house. I mean, that was basically the program with that.
Because it's great. It's great to have kids, to have that family life, but you want someplace to go to.
You got to get something to get away from them, because it takes up all your life, man. They're like little black holes that suck out all the energy out of you. But I love them dearly with everything I have.
That's the Hallmark card I've never seen, yeah. To the little black hole who's sucking my life force from me.
Here, take your trust fund.
Yeah, very nice. Now, you talk about, you're very honest in this show.
I try to be.
You talk about your relationships.
I want you to learn something.
You want me to learn something?
Yeah, all of us, all male species.
Your fly is open, by the way. I don't know if you're...
Oh, my God.
Did anyone else?
Thank you for noticing. My bad. Oh.
You'll stoop to anything, won't you, Leguizamo? Hello, America. Zip, huh?
I feel 50 degrees hotter all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I
think we all do. No, don't be ashamed. We've had people here who've been out the whole segment and we didn't realize it.
With their flies open?
And they've had their fly open. I forget who was it who had their... It was a comedian named Jeff Groen. He had his legs wide open and he was wearing a dark suit with white underwear. And then we got all these calls. None of us noticed it. And then we all looked at the tape and it was a freak show.
Well, don't look there anymore. It's gone.
So I was gonna say, stop doing that.
Sorry.
You're drawing more attention to it.
I'm trying to focus on other
You're making me look down there. Stop it.
Don't look.
I can't help it now.
Don't look.
Stop it.
Oh, I get it.
I think I love you now.
Is that better?
You talk a lot about these relationships that you've really had. You talk about an older woman.
I changed the names a little bit.
You changed the names.
Just to protect the innocent or not so innocent.
Right.
And there was Penny, this older waitress/actress that I met and who sort of changed my life.
How much older was she than you?
She was 40, so she was 20 years older than me.
Right.
She was a hot 40-year-old, though, hot for 40. And she taught me everything. She would, like, teach me, sexual technique and whatnot, take me to seminars, feminist seminars. And
she was a pretty strong feminist?
She was like a performance artist type.
Right.
And she would tell me, try to change me. She'd be going, why, John? Why menstruation? It's a phallocentric testosteronocracy. Why not womenstration? Why herpes? Why not himpies? Why dictionary? Why not dictionary? Had a very deep whiskey-type voice. But she was sexy.
Those are all good questions, yeah.
I could never answer them.
Now, you talk about your ex-wife in this show.
Yes, my ex-wife, Evelyn Ramirez. I made her an acting course, and she came up to me. She was like, "Oh, how you doing, John? I couldn't help but noticing that you were staring at my breastises, right?" I said, "Oh, stop it." And you dated actresses, I'm sure. You know, she's like, oh, tell me all about myself. And, you know, she was always telling me, you know, I have to be better than everybody in my family because, you know what I got on my SATs? I got nail polish. And then we were happily divorced, and I moved on to the next relationship in my life.
Right. And you don't just talk about women in your life. You talk about actual family members. You talk about your grandfather, who was, I guess, a very big influence on you.
Oh, yeah. My grandfather was a big mentor in my life. And, well, in old age, he didn't suffer from senility. He kind of enjoyed it. And
that's a nice technique. You just enjoy your senility.
You might as well. I mean, there's nothing else you got. And the poor old man eventually passed away, right? And I was mad depressed, and my friends offered me some weed to go to the funeral parlor, right? And so I was depressed. I took a few tokes. I mean, this is for the older crowds. And I did, and I was feeling fine until I got to the funeral parlor. Then I got mad paranoid, right? So I kept thinking everybody was thinking that I did it. And you know, we Latin Catholics have open caskets, you know, because we don't trust them to give us our day. We're gonna make damn sure. You know what I'm talking about. And my grandpa had too much makeup on. He looked like a Latin Reagan. And then I got pot lip.
Pot lip.
Yeah, you know.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about. And people thought I was smiling, but I was crying. I was like...
That's very frightening when you do that. So, but it all worked out okay. I mean, you know...
Well, then I thought he was talking to me, too, from the coffin.
Oh, you did?
I did. I swear, I thought he was talking to me, and he was telling me, you know, John, come on, put my ashes in an Etch-a-Sketch. But I'm over that. I don't do weed. I've never done weed since.
Yeah,
You doubt me?
No.
I'm not a weed whacker.
No, that's good. It's a good message for the kids.
Great. Like kids are watching your show.
Yeah, right. They're up, right. And, well, how is fatherhood? How do you like it?
It's pretty cool, you know. You know, I took my daughter to church for Easter for the first time, and she saw everybody singing. Latin church, we sing a lot, you know. Oh, I'm so glad Jesus lifted me. And she felt like she should sing. She's 2.5. She started going, oh, MacDonald had a... I had to play along, you know.
He just went with it.
Oh, MacDonald had a Christ. Yeah, you know. Just to make her feel at home.
Anything to get along with the
Anything.
kid. That's
I wanted
important.
to blend in.
Let me mention quickly, Ice Age. You are the voice of a sloth in Ice Age.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny because when I heard that you're playing a sloth, I thought, that's, you know, I don't... Sometimes you can match the actor to the character.
But not that one.
Yeah.
That was a stretch. I agree with you on that. And I was like, how am I going to do that? I had no clue. And I gave the director, like, typical sloth-type voices, like, oh, here comes the Ice Age. I'll help. And he was like, nah, should I try something crazy? Like, perhaps he's an Indian sloth. What about that? Here comes the Ice Age. What do you think about that? No.
Right.
He was like, no. So I said, all right, give me some Discovery Channel footage of sloths. Right. And the guy said they stole food in their cheek pouches. You don't believe me, do you?
No, that sounds...
No, it's true. And I pretend to have food in my mouth, and I started walking around the house like that, and all of a sudden I had Sid the Sloth, and I called the director and said, look, you're talking to Sid, this is the character. And he bought it. Oh,
I thought you were going to say he called the police.
No,
like,
no.
How did you know it was you calling?
That's true. He must get a lot of prank calls.
Yeah, he just gets people calling with weird voices. Sexaholics, a love story, terrific reviews. So congratulations. Yeah, and
you never know.
Premieres Saturday night. That's not wood. Where'd the wicker one go? I want to start using the wicker one all the time and have a groovy hippie show. Sexaholics, a love story. It's premieres Saturday night at 10 o'clock on HBO, and it's hilariously funny. John Leguizamo, always a pleasure.
A pleasure.
A funny guy. Christina Applegate, coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Well, you're never gonna get it. Tell me what's that for? Be happy with what you get. This guy's been awake since the Second World War. Well, you're never gonna get it. Tell me what's that for? Be happy with what you get. This guy's been awake since the Second World War. Who needs sleep? Well, you're never gonna get it. Who needs sleep? Tell me what's that for? Who needs sleep? Be happy with what you get. This guy's been awake since the Second World War.
What would you do with a new Pontiac Vibe?
That's our vibe.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like sleeker. It's a little more like sports car-ish.
This is more than enough room for the board. We'll bungee you to the roof. I like the stainless steel on the dash.
I dig it, I have to say.
Seats fall down.
I could have definitely used this when I was moving to my apartment. Wonder what this thing does. That's the eject button.
Oh, it's a power outlet right there. All right, we're ready to roll.
Give it all she's got, Captain.
What would you do with a new Pontiac Vibe?
Whatever happened to my cool, confident roommate?
The Sweetest Thing
Hi.
is the most fun you'll have at the movies this spring.
Ew. Oh, God.
It's a comic gem,
What is that? No, what is that?
a funny film.
Hello. Hi.
This Mission for Love is a hilarious joyride.
Never seen you all bejiggity about some guy. I'm not bejiggity.
Hi. The Sweetest Thing.
Ice cream.
I had to remove all the calories.
All right.
Rated R. Opens everywhere tomorrow.
Neat, you can dunk, but you can't dip.
Your dip is gone, baby.
What are you talking about?
No dip.
Introducing new Tostitos scoops.
Let me tell you something, Bill. I put the hip in shit. Watch this.
With the bite-sized, bowl-shaped design for the perfect dip every time. New Tostitos scoops.
Whoa.
The dip lover's chip.
This is my house.
Yes, it is.
No, this is my house. You guys got to go.
Also great with new Queso Supreme dip.
It's fun coaching these little guys. We get together once a week, we run some drills, we talk a little strategy. They really work hard at practice. Come game day, they start out on fire. Halftime comes and they start getting a little hungry, a little unfocused. When that final whistle blows, we go straight to Whataburger.
No matter what size your appetite, you can enjoy our chicken strip Whata meals with your choice of 2 or 3 strips of chicken.
With these kids, it's not whether they win or lose, it's where they eat after the game.
Whataburger, just like you like it.